Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 5. This is the 5th one of these challenges I've done. The first one started with guest checks. Now you can use any base that you want to use when you make your projects. Each week I draw 2 prompts out of my little bag, and they're all in here from the beginning of the challenge. So last week, for example, I drew out Starry Night. And I made, I think 25 was paper bag, and I'll show you that in just a second. So this was my Starry Night. I did all the little stars on the paper there. And then the 25 was paper bag, and so I did the paper bag on the front page of this journal. A large paper bag that I just covered with different things and added journaling cards and things like that. But you could just use a piece of like brown paper, craft paper. It didn't have to be a paper bag. You could just use craft paper if you didn't have a bag to use. So anyways, those are just examples of, you know, what we've done on other days. So this week we have 27 and 28. If I can grab one. Okay, so 27 will be illustration, any illustration that you want. So if you want to do like an illustration out of a kid's book, any book really would work. Or if you want to draw your own illustration, however you want to interpret it. 27 is illustration. 28, I thought I had 2. 28 is a couple. So however you want to interpret that also. Like you could have an old photograph if you wanted of a couple, or it could be like, you know, you and your spouse or whatever, however you want to interpret it. So 27 is illustration and 28 is a couple. And the idea, I didn't explain that very well, is to make a piece of ephemera. If you do collages or paintings or whatever, you can do that as well. Do whatever you like, but to make a piece of ephemera, and then at the end of the 25 weeks you would have a stack of 50 pieces of ephemera. So that's how the original idea came up. So I will get some things together and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So the first one is illustration. So I'm going to use this image by Joey Cardmaker, and this one, it's in his Autumn Rest freebie on Ko-fi, and I'll leave a link to his Ko-fi below so that you can go there and get this freebie if you would like. It's beautiful. And so this is like my Joey mashup for this month. I just saw these images and I was like, they're perfect. There's a couple and everything. So this is my illustrations one. And I'm going to use this tall envelope that's in this cool, I don't know what you'd call that color, but it's kind of like a manila envelope. It's a little bit of a different color. So basically what I need to figure out is how tall is this? Because it's way too tall for any journal at the height that it is. So I'm basically going to just make it so that that'll fit on there. And then you have this piece left over, which you can use as another pocket. So that's awesome. So this will be kind of maybe center of a page of a journal, and you can turn it into a belly band or a side pocket, or you could even do another second top pocket. But it already has obviously a pocket up there, so probably a side thing would be better. I'm just going to glue that closed, and I have this glue. I have the front of a window envelope, just the window itself, that I'm going to use as kind of a frame. So many things you can do with envelopes. It's just crazy. So, how is everybody? I hope that you're all fantastic. Oh, I forgot my book. Oh my goodness. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous, y'all. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So hugs and blessings to Pat, Pamela, and Barbara. Thank you guys so much for watching and commenting. I appreciate that very, very much. And a huge super thanks to Linda Tink 2383 for kindly giving me a super thanks, which is kind of like a tip. So I really appreciate that. That was very kind of you, very generous. So yeah, sorry, I was looking for my dauber. And I do like this little, what do you call it? Those little foot pads that go on furniture so they don't scratch your wood floors or whatever. The only problem is it is pretty kind of hard and stiff. I prefer the foam, but I just mow through the foam so quickly. So it's kind of nice to have something that, I don't know how long this will last. This is the first one I've used, but hopefully it'll last a long time. The foam does a better job, I feel like, but you know, I'm tired of buying them, so I'm just going to try this and we'll see how long it lasts. It's not that I don't like it, it just is a lot harder, like more stiff, you know, but it works. I mean, it definitely does the job. So this is going to be my frame, but we're going to use this little staticky things stuck to it. We're going to use some of Joey's background pages too, because I thought that would be fun. I love these kind of wildflowers, so I think I'm going to take one of those to just kind of go along one side of that. I don't want to cover the whole thing because I like that sort of checky type pattern there. I need to tear it just a little bit more. I want to get mostly flowers. So what you guys up to? Anything fun and exciting? It's Friday for me. I think we're going to go see my daughter at work, have dinner there tonight, so that will be fun. It's always good to see the kids. So yeah, that's my plan for the day. Just working and then going and having a nice dinner. It's a burger place, but it's a more of a gourmet burger. They have really good salads too that you can make a whole meal out of. I would like this to be inked, but I'm gonna just have to live with it, I think. I think I might kind of do it a little over to one side. Something like that, and we'll put our lovely lady back there. This is my illustration one, just reaffirming that there. I'll take a little bit off the bottom, I think, just so it doesn't hang out anywhere. I'm going to take just a tiny bit more. I'll take a little off the top. And then I'm just going to put the maybe put the glue around the edge of the picture to make sure it sticks well. That's the part we want to stick, right? That doesn't really matter because this isn't going to be the pocket. The pocket is the envelope, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you were going to turn it into a pocket, which you definitely could, you could do something like this and just put it directly onto your journal page and have this, you know, as the pocket. I want it this way, I think. So yeah, lots of options with these. I'm gonna flip it over and make sure I've got it in the right spot. Thing with the art glitter glue, you cannot move it for long, that's for sure. All right, so that's just going to go on there. I think I might put some paper in the background, just a little of something. I love these. I love the florals. Maybe a little bit of this one. I don't want that one. This one or that one? This one or that one? Great colors on this Joey. Of course, I do love these fall colors. I'm not a huge orange fan, but I do like it in the fall, like that pumpkin-y type orange. And kind of just do that sort of thing. So, yeah. Although I don't wear a lot of orange, but I do like it for fall things. I want some of that envelope to show though, because it is a nice color for this. It goes well. And this will just go along here. Yeah, I think it might need maybe just a little book page. I'm just going to go right along there, basically, with it. Okay, so let me get this inked. Had a beautiful day today. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I walked this morning and was just like, oh, so perfect. That kind of chill in the air, but not cold. Just lovely. Sunshine and blue skies. my favorite kind of day. My husband and I were married in October, and it was such a beautiful, clear, crisp, lovely day. Lots of fall leaves, and it's just always been one of my favorite times of the year for sure. I do love spring too, because I get that, you know, you get that wanting to be outside and do all that after winter in the spring. But I do love fall. I think it is definitely my favorite. I just wish it lasted longer. This is so beautiful out. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you guys talked a lot about the funny hats from Friday's video. I saw it in Somerset Studio magazine, and a lot of people were saying, I think they were swim caps, and I think you could get both, because I know some of them were meant to be worn more like wherever, and some were for the shower, because I know my grandmother didn't swim, and she had them. So I think at that time there were lots of, like, I think they even wore them over if they needed to leave the curlers in their hair or whatever. I think they wore those over the top too. So I think there were lots of uses for those crazy florally caps. Or, like I said, my grandmother had one with the gigantic sequins that kind of were a little bit, like, not dangly down in your face or anything, but they were sort of loose and dangly, you know? Yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy memories of childhood, right? So, yeah, very cool. It's so fun to have something that, like, takes you down memory lane like that. I love that. And I think there were people on, what is her name? Elizabeth Taylor wore them. But I think she wore them later, like in the 80s, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Somebody can correct me. But, yeah, I remember there were a few different people that wore those at that time. All right, and then I think I'm going to use the chrysanthemums here. I think I'm going to put them down a little bit, so I'll trim off the bottom once I get them on there. That was a very fun project though, with all the flowers. I love it when things like that come up because I made those funky art doll faces, and sometimes it is hard to think of what to do with them. Like you like them and you want to do something fun. Sorry, Pasha found the packing paper, so you're probably going to hear crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. And I don't know what to do with them, you know, but then something like that comes up and it's like the perfect use for those. So yeah. I mean, I created them intending to do, you know, art doll type projects with them. And then I did a few things, but didn't really know what else to do, which happens. And then you get doing something else and, you know, forget about it. But yeah, that was a fun project for sure. Yeah, I walked in and because I just got a package, and it had the packing paper, and I just set it down on the floor, and of course he found it. That little cat, the nosy little cat, who still has a stuffy nose, and probably will forevermore. He doesn't seem to be much fazed by it all. Yeah, that's a fun colorway on that. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see if we can have... That one is good. Every day holds a possibility of miracles. I kind of feel like I need something else. Like maybe I will use these leaves again. They did work very nicely with that last project. I think I might punch... sorry, that probably broke your eardrums. These out of this wood grain. Get more of a brown. Later I'll be sorry, like, why did you punch all different spots? But, you know, oh, we could do one out of this pretty yellowy, golden color. Let's see what we get here. I think we just need 3. Maybe, I think I like that one. Doesn't have the weird line through it. Yeah, I haven't used this punch in years. Then you get it out and go, oh, wow. They're a good size because they're not very big. I think for a while when I was scrapbooking and stuff, it felt like this was just too small. And so I think that's why I stopped using it. But it's kind of nice for little spots like that. This glue and I are going to go rounds, I'm telling you. Got the shaky, shaky hands today. I'm going to take too long on this one. Yes, I like that. Where did I see that? Oh, there's also Life is a Beautiful Ride. That's kind of nice. There's always something to be thankful for. Is that the one I picked? I don't even remember. Isn't that crazy? Like 2 seconds pass and I forget. I think I want it up there. I'm gonna snip it. Yeah, I wanted my son to go with us tonight to dinner, but he's going to a party, so he's a busy one. Work, school, socializing. He's much happier here, though, so I'm very, very happy about that. He's got a lovely girlfriend. Life is good, right? All right, so then I want a card to go inside of here that we're going to put the kitty cat on, because I have to use the kitty cat. And I don't know what all this book page says, but I apologize if there's anything offensive. I didn't write the book. It's a glue page. So the cat will go on that. Is that going to fit in here? I think it needs a little bit more torn off. Just to make sure. You don't want to end up having it getting caught up on everything. Yeah, that'll fit nicely. Okay. So now I think I want to use another piece of this. I'm going to scoot it down just a bit. Man, I'm glad I didn't take any more off of that. I really love this piece. I'm sure you can tell because I keep using the same piece, but it's just really pretty colors. Beautiful. And then the cat can go here. But we'll probably put a little book page or something just to break that up a little bit. Let me ink this. Oh. Probably should rough that up a little bit. So what kind of projects do you guys have going on? Anything fun? I know a lot of people are starting on their Halloween, and I need to get my Halloween going. And I also need to work on Christmas digitals, but my motivation for the Christmas thing is not happening this year. I think I talked about that already the other day. You know, sometimes it just doesn't happen the way you want it to. Like, it makes you wish you had a team of people. So that you could say, hey, you should come up with something for Christmas. My friend Carol always helps me. I have been sending her stuff, but my motivation is lacking. I go through phases where I'm super productive and doing really great, and then other times it's like pulling teeth. So we're in a pulling teeth mode at the moment. Might take it all the way over there. So I can bring that about there, and then I cut out one of the butterflies because that kitty cat is looking at something. And I think it's a butterfly. I want to scoot it down more. Yeah, maybe we'll put it about right there. And all these little bits and stuff I'm using other than, you know, like the book page and that, they're all in Joey's Autumn Rest, I think is what he called it. I don't know what I did with the front cover page. I don't think I printed it. I'm bad that way. Like I've said before, I try to just print what I'm going to use. Oh, Amy. Because I have file folders and file folders and file folders of digital pages that either, you know, just didn't get used, or it's mostly my stuff because I show you guys, you know, digitals that are in the shop. So, I end up with all these leftovers. And I'm going to be buried in paper soon. So yeah. I told my kids, when I die, just pull up one of those garbage bin things, you know, put it in the driveway and just start throwing stuff out the window. I know that sounds horrible, but it's just beyond. It's like, don't try to make sense of it, whatever you do. As a crafter, it is a disease. Like, you end up keeping things because you're like, I could make something out of that. Yeah, it's bad. So I've told them just don't ask why. Just get rid of it. I mean, they could sell stuff that if it's worth something, but the rest of it, just be done. Be done with it. Of course, I'm giving my daughter the same disease because she's starting to, now that she's doing the creative thing, she's really loving collage and all those kind of things. So, yeah, I've passed it on. So she'll probably end up keeping a bunch of my junk. My son won't. He'll just come in with the garbage can. He's a minimalist, so he doesn't like any extraneous anything. But his girlfriend is a crafter, so that may change his tune a little bit. Makes me laugh. So there is the card, and I will stitch around that because that's what I do. But I'll go in here because, see, it's a glue page, so they don't always stay together perfectly. And I'll put a piece of fabric at the top. There is my illustration. Okay, oopsie. And then for a couple, I have a glassine bag that I have copied or tea stained, whatever, and a piece of tissue paper from my friend Nancy. I ordered that awesome Halloween journal from her, and thank you to everybody who went over and checked out those fantastic journals. They're so cute. But anyway, that's what it was wrapped in, was this orange tissue, pumpkin colored tissue. And I was like, that's perfect for on here. I'm just going to glue it. You could definitely do Mod Podge or matte medium, which is also like Mod Podge. It's just the fancier RT version. And it's matte, which is why I use it. but glue stick works just fine. So it depends on how you want to do it. If you want it to have a protective coating over it, which I don't really think it needs if it's going inside a journal, but that is up to you. I like it to have some wrinkles. Okay, and I'm going to use this, and this is the couple from Joey's kit. So that's what I'm using. It's fabulous. And maybe he brought her these beautiful fall flowers. So kind. I'll go there, but it needs some book page. What did I do? Oh, it's over here. Or this would be kind of cool too. With all the numbers. Let's see. And definitely go check out what Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals is up to too. She is working on a Halloween journal. I think she's actually got 2 going, I'm pretty sure. And using some of my kits, and they're coming out fabulous. I love all my friends. They're so awesome, so supportive and sweet. Love them to pieces. We're just gonna do layers on here because I like it. Yeah, my daughter's doing this 1-800-SAD-DESIGN podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Yeah, she did end up getting all those places. And she was just talking about design with me yesterday and how she's really loving the more, like she used to like more of the clean lines and all that kind of thing, but now she's moving towards liking this layery, collagey look. And it's like, yep. Because I started doing scrapbooking, Stampin' Up, all those things, and everything was sort of, you know, little stacked layered boxes of things and all that. And then I found junk journals, and it was like, oh yes, that is for me. Because I got tired of the everything had to be perfect, you know, thing. So this works much better for me. Much better. So yeah. So it's fun to hear her evolution too. Not that there's anything wrong with the clean look. In fact, her friend who's doing the podcast with her, he likes a little bit more of the clean lined look and stuff. So yeah, it's just everybody's style, whatever they like. And that is what makes the world awesome, because we're all different. If we were all the same, it would be a snooze fest. I just found this 175 over here, and it's part of a sticker, I think. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the backing off of it because it's such a little itty bitty piece. I know, you guys are probably like, lady, trying. I'm not even sure what that's off of, but hey, we're going to put it right there. That's where it's going to go now. And then we need another journaling card type thing for to go inside with the couple on it. Oopsie. I always end up turning it crooked at the bottom because I'm not holding it right and I pull away too fast. And that messes it up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make the corners, if I can. Nope, because I did it sloppy. It was sloppy, so I'm gonna try. Is that? No, it's not even at all. Oh, you guys, that's not gonna help because there's no corner to put it to. Okay, we're just gonna say that's good. That is good. What do we want to put them on, I wonder? Maybe this. Yes, light in color. Just try to get, yeah. Got all the tools in the way. That one, I am excited for it to cool down enough to make a pot of chili. That's one of my favorite things to do in this time of the year too. Oops, that and butternut squash soup. Yeah. My sister's growing butternut squash. Very happy about that. I'm just going to cut it after I get it glued on there. I forgot to do that, or I forget about those. I thought about doing pumpkins, but the problem with pumpkins is I do not have a big space. And so they always end up growing, you know, all over our little patio thing. And yeah, because I can't have them grow out onto the grass because that makes mowing a complete nightmare. So yeah, and then you just get a bunch of pumpkins and you carve maybe one and throw them all away. It's sad. I know you can make pie and do stuff like that, but then you need the little sweet pumpkins, not the jack-o'-lanterns. No, it's a whole thing. A whole thing. But I forgot about butternut squash soup until I went over to her house and she showed me the giant pumpkins she has. She'll share it with me. Beautiful. I kind of need more of that. So eventually I'm going to use the outside of this book because it's fabulous. I mean, it's so great. Love it. $16.40. Holy smokies. What do I need? Just a piece. Just need a piece. I do like that 1640 over there. Oopsie. You guys, I need help. I'm just not going to worry about it. I love that 1640 as I rip it off. Yes, that is me. What are you doing, Pasha? Did you find a sunbeam? He's usually sleeping under Theron's bed. He likes Theron's bed because it has drawers. And he can open the drawers, and there's nothing left in the drawers anymore, and go underneath the bed, and you can't get him. So that's and it's dark, you know, so that's a lot of times during the day where he ends up sleeping. Not that I try to get him anyway, but he learned that even when the kids were here, even when there was stuff in that drawer, he could still finagle his way in there to hide. Is there anything good for these two lovely people? Make today count. You are every bit of wonderful. We'll use that. I like it. He's gonna snort and wheeze and all the things because he has to give himself a bath, so if you can hear him, that's what he's doing. It's kind of like having a pug dog around. Have you ever known anybody with a pug dog or a, what are they called? Like a bulldog or whatever. That's really, honestly, Pasha is a lot like that. And the vet was saying that a lot of the smash face animals, as they get older, you know, they have this problem because their face is smashed, which makes sense. It's just that he never had the problem before, so that's why I was concerned. But the vet doesn't seem very worried, so. It just sounds horrible. Alright, so that will go in there. It will get stitched around. It also needs a backing bit. I'll use this a piece. So this was fun, Joey. Thank you for the freebie. So I kind of ended up killing two birds with one stone, which is good because I'm feeling the running around like a chicken with my head cut off thing. So it was good that it worked out because I was worried I wasn't going to get this done this month. It's kind of going to be hit and miss until Christmas, I'm going to be honest. Because utter chaos will begin to reign. Well, it's utter chaos in my mind. It probably isn't in anyone else's. I just have to make everything bigger than it is. That's how I roll. Or bigger than it needs to be, something like that. So yeah, I will leave a link to Joey Cardmaker's YouTube channel and his Ko-fi so that you can pop over there. And make sure you do the hashtag mashupjoey, like when you post on Instagram and all that. If you want other people to see what you've made. And that way Joey can find it too. He loves to see what other people have made with his creations. All right, so number 27 is an illustration. And we have this lovely lady on a fall day. Oh my goodness, that thing. With her little kitty cat. Who's adorable, by the way. And then we have a couple with their little bag. There. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you have fun making your projects, and I will chat with you again soon. Love ya. Bye.